Hello everyone, Tess Thomas here from Shade Tree Creations by Tess. Welcome to the very first Legacy video. I'd like to introduce my mother, Valerie Simmons.
Hello.
She's graciously agreed to be my first one, so welcome. Mama, thank you.
It's very exciting.
Good.
It really is.
So, the purpose of these Legacy videos is to just tell a little story or something about your life that you'd like to share with others. So, what do you have for us?
Well, it's rather interesting. Putting together a form of narrative is rather difficult, more than you might think. So when she asked me about this, I said, what can I give that's not terribly long, but still a little bit interesting? It certainly is to me. So, very, very lucky to have my daughter doing this type of video. Very unique. I don't think there's many places that you'll find doing it. So, let me start by saying epiphany. That's what I feel like happened to me as a child. It was an epiphany. I had an older brother, who was 4 years older than me, picked on me constantly. And one time he just said, just because you have curly hair doesn't mean you're anything but ugly. He said, look in the mirror, you're ugly.
What does that mean?
It really broke my heart. Not that he said it, but it's just the words. So, not too many days later, I did. I looked in the mirror. And there was something there that I'd never seen before, because when you look at yourself in the mirror, truly, you see an element that isn't necessarily presented to the world. So I looked in the mirror, and I kind of scared myself, because I said, what am I doing here? This isn't what I had planned on doing. I'm in this life with these people, and I don't know them very well. I don't feel a connection to them.
Wow.
And when you're 7 or 8 years old, that can be very scary.
Right.
So I said, I had to tell my mom something's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. And the longer I kept looking at myself in the mirror, the stronger the feeling became. So the next chance I got, I told my mom what had happened. Why was I ugly? No, she said, of course not. So I told her I looked in the mirror and was very concerned of myself, because I didn't feel like what was I doing on this earth? What was I doing with this family? It seemed almost like I wanted to say I had not chosen to leave some sort of spherical element up above. Sounds strange, but that's kind of how I felt. And I was feeling pretty strange anyway. And so when I went to my mother and I tried to explain it, I was so upset. Of course, you can never relive, per se, but when I explained it to her, she said, oh, honey, you're just having a pipe dream. What in the world does that pipe dream have to do with
To a
what I was
7-year-old,
feeling?
yeah, like what is that? Wow.
It was very frustrating to me. And so I've lived so many years flashing back on that one time in my childhood, realizing that since I'm here, I will try to do the best I can. And that's a very important thing for everybody to understand. If you can do the best you can, then you have no rebuttal to your life. Is that the right word, rebuttal?
Or regret, or... Yes.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say, folks, is live your life the best you can. And if you experience something rather unique, write it down.
Please.
Instead of going to my mother, although I don't know, 7, 8, maybe it would have been better if I had not gone to my mom and worried her, because she was worried after that. I don't know if she thought I was going crazy or what, but she was worried. So, stay where you are, enjoy your life, smile every day, try to be as happy as you possibly can, and bring happiness to other people. That's what this young lady does. Very proud of her.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Yes, thank you for listening.
Wow, what a profound profound thought, and I'm really glad that you tell that story because it makes us know you a little more. You know, things, especially, you know, in your generation, things were much different than today's world. And so it's important, I think, that we remember things that are happening through our lives, and like you said, write them down, because I can tell you how many times I've thought, you know, I wish I remember what Grandpa had said, or his joke. I can't remember the punchline or something, you know. So if we have forgotten these things, you know, it's a shame. So in that,
Writing it down.
write it down, tell people, share your stories with your family, and then if you'd like, email me at shadetreecreationsbytess@outlook.com, and we'll set up a scheduled interview for y'all, and you can do your own legacy video. It can be just yourself, a message to your grandkids or your future generations. It can be a husband-wife team. It can be siblings. It can be the entire family. So
That's why Gigi was so different.
So again, thank you so much for being here for our first one, and thank you, Mama. I appreciate you doing this for me.
My pleasure. It was great.
And I
Thanks
trust
for
you all
listening.
have a wonderful 2024 filled with blessings. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.